So when you know that one syllable in a word should be higher and longer, the next question is always, well, how do I know which one? Which syllable should be stressed? So the simple answer is, look it up in the dictionary. The longer answer is, there are some rules for that based on parts of speech and looking at suffixes. They can help you determine which syllable should be stressed. However, if you're ever in doubt, just look it up in the dictionary. And if you're learning American English, make sure you're using an American English dictionary. I use Merriam-Webster.com. I think it's very reliable and has good pronunciation tips. So when you see the entry, I cut and paste this from Merriam-Webster Engineering, you'll see that teeny tiny little mark above the N in near, that is indicating that syllable is stressed. If you see a little mark at near the bottom of the first E, that is secondary stress, which we will get into later. But right now, you're looking to find out which syllable should be higher and longer. So it's not engineering, it's engineering. So remember to feel the rhythm of that word. Dun, 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 dun. Engineering. And just a tiny little movement of putting stress on a different syllable can totally change how it sounds to a listener and confuse them. And that doesn't have anything to do with pronunciation of the sounds. If you said engineering, 1, 2, 3, 4, that is just enough different than engineering that it confuses a listener. It makes them notice it, and they might be thinking about it while you keep talking, and then they miss what you said in between. So that is important, especially for the words that are important to you for your work, professional and social speaking. So you should practice that with all of those important words that you use frequently. Sometimes the stress change is on purpose because it can be used to change a word like a noun into a verb if it just moves the stress. The word record has stress on the first syllable if it's a noun. Record, record. And it moves to the second syllable if it's a verb. Record, record. So if you're putting stress on the wrong syllable of a word like that and using it in the sentence as a noun, but it sounds like a verb, that can also completely confuse your listener. So it's much more important than people realize, and it's more important than pronunciation of the individual sounds.